Greetings, Local 2627 sisters and brothers. Today is Monday, October the 1st, 2012. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Let me give you a couple of updates of what's going on or what will be going on. The first thing is the Obama-Romney debate at DC 37. They're going to be airing it live, in real time. You'll be able to watch it if you come down here. They're going to be giving out grab bags and door prizes in a DC 37 gifts and whatnot. If you attended at the DC 37 building, it would be from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock. So if you could attend, please attend. It should be interesting. If you don't attend, you should watch the debate anyway, just to see what Romney has to say and see what our president is talking about. Just an update again on the TA Transit Authority survey. I've gotten documentation that says it's mandatory, but they said they're going to use a unique ID and password for you to answer the questions. They said if people fail to answer this survey, they're not going to go after anybody, disciplinary or anything like that. Well, we'll see what happens, so let's stay tuned on that. I just want to mention, as I mentioned last week, we had contract negotiations and the city was still offering us what they offered the state. Now, just keep in mind that 48 members of the City Hall staff received raises. 10 of them received more than 20% raises. So now they say they don't have the money. Maybe they gave them raises because they together collectively were able to put their heads together to figure out how to screw the unions out of money, out of contracts. I mean, why else would they get a raise? There's no money, but how come they got raises? Every year they say there's a deficit in the city, but every year we seem to come up with a surplus. So that's all a bunch of nonsense. Now in Wisconsin, the judge struck down the Wisconsin law that was authored by, wasn't Scott Walker. He said it was it violates both the state and the U.S. Constitution, so that's kicked down. Now, of course, Scott Walker is going to try to appeal it, but let's stay tuned with that. But that is a great victory for the unions in this country, because what we're talking about is the right to have collective bargaining, and Wisconsin had taken away that right via Scott Walker. On October 26th, DC 37's Black History Committee will have their annual Masquerade party, BYOB party. Bring your own brown bag. Tickets cost $10. If you buy them at the door, they cost $15. They get prizes for the best costumes. I think it's the first 1, 2, and 3. Coming in first, second, third place. And I've attended before. I think I've attended the last 2 of them. We had a great time. A great time. So come out, have a ball. Good and welfare this week. Unfortunately, we have from NYCHA, Kalpesh Patel, I'm sorry. He lost his mother. And at HHC, Natividad Bravo Corpus, her father-in-law passed away. And of course, our love goes out to our 2 members, our brothers and sisters. Anyway, until next week, I want everybody to have a great week, and it's going to be a short week because next week is going to be a 4-day week because of the Columbus Day holiday. Please vote, and if you haven't registered, please register to vote. And if you know someone who needs to be registered, maybe you have a child who just reached 18 and never thought about it, you need to take your child, or or your nephew or your niece or whatnot out there and get registered to vote. This is going to be a very, very important election. A very important election. If we lose this election, we might as well just pack up and go to Canada someplace. Really. This is very serious. Please vote. In solidarity, this is Robert Ajayi.